Citizens, what's up? It's President Awall here, bringing you some Mobile Legends Bang Bang. I've done a similar video over on the TGN Mobile channel. I'll have a link down there below to go check that out. I just want to show you what I think is one of the more new player-friendly heroes in this game. I've had a bit of experience playing at this point, Minotaur. It's a tanking, kind of crowd control, engaging style hero, and it's this really cool combination of CC, of tanking, as well as support. And I'm going to show you a build, take this into some gameplay, and let me know in the comments below whether you think this is one of the more viable tanking options in this game, as opposed to maybe like Tigreal, for example. But it's got some really cool mechanics. You don't have to worry about mana, but you do have this rage mechanic with this particular hero. You've got rage mode, and as you attack stuff, enemies, you will increase your rage bar. And as your rage increases, you're going to get extra armor and magic resist. And then you will get extra effects for your abilities when you're in rage mode, which makes them significantly better, including your despair hammer. You're going to spin, essentially dealing physical damage to folks in front of you, and then it's going to lower their movement speed, and your range increases as you go into rage mode with that one, allowing you to maybe hit the entire team or be able to hit somebody that's just on the edge of your range, which is really, really nice. You can pair that up once you slow everybody down, getting close with that Minotaur Fury, where you strike the ground, you do shock waves, and you deal damage plus true damage, which penetrates through things like armor, and it's going to slow everybody even more. But if you're in rage mode, you deal an extra attack with this one, and then you pop everybody up for that beautiful crowd control element with this tank. So you're essentially going to rage up, attack enemies, slow everyone with your despair hammer, pop everybody up with your Minotaur Fury, and then you will heal yourself and your allies with motivational roar, very similar to like an Alistar type of thing. This hero kind of plays sort of like a Taric as well. For me, it feels like Taric because of the tank support combination. But you're going to give yourself a big heal, 50% to your allies, and if you're in rage mode, you're going to have this extra effect activate, which allows you to regen HP once you take damage. I'm going to be using the Bursting Yama skin, which does give me extra HP, which is nice. And I'm going to just quickly show you the gear set that I'm using, which contributes a lot to that sort of team support / tanking element with this hero. Your first item that you're going to get is the Cursed Helmet. And so when you're in the area of everyone, you're going to deal 2% of everyone's max HP as magic damage, which allows you to give at least some supporting damage and cut through that armor from enemies that they're going to have late game, or rather cut through their magic resistance that they're going to have late game. Cooldown reduction is really, really important because you want to be spamming your abilities as much as possible because of the rage mode mechanic and the lack of mana concerns with this particular tank. You've got the Oracle, which gives you further cooldown reduction, and when you're attacked, you're going to regen even more HP, allowing you to continue to push forward and be the disruptive Minotaur that you're built to be. And the Courage Bulwark is awesome because it not only gives you HP regen, but all of your allies get increased attack and defense whenever they're around you by 10%. So this contributes to the supporting element of this hero, which I really enjoy. And this one, when you get attacked, Demon's Advent, you're going to reduce the attack power of people that are attacking you, so a nice debuff to the enemy team. They're going to have to focus you at some point because you're going to be so disruptive and you're going to be in their grill, slowing them the whole time, popping them up, etc. And then the final item here is the Bloodthirsty King, which when you get a kill or an assist, it gives you that nice boost in HP, so as you're moving into combat, and say you get the initial kill on the enemy team or the initial assist, you're probably going to take a significant amount of damage because you're the frontliner, and this gives you a percentage boost in healing during the middle of combat, and that when paired with all of your other healing elements allows you to continue to charge forward and continue to win big team fights, which, as you know, in mid to late game in any MOBA, that's totally critical. So as far as your abilities are concerned, I like to run Healing Spell. Regens you for a percentage of your HP, and depending on how many nearby teammates you have, it'll also give them a nice burst of healing to help your team continue to push forward. And as far as my emblem set is concerned, I'm going to use the Tank emblem set. Armor, magic resist, HP. Don't have any cooldown reduction yet on that set for me, but it also gives you HP regen. As I continue to level that up, all of those are going to significantly benefit the Minotaur. So let's just take this one straight into a matchup mode. And yeah, like I mentioned earlier, this is going to be a similar video to the one I post on TGN Mobile, link below to that channel. But I'm looking to bring you more Mobile Legends content. Once I brought you that initial game, or that initial video, which was like an intro to this game, you guys expressed a lot of interest in this title. This title is gaining a lot of traction. It's already got 50 million downloads on YouTube. It's getting some pretty significant steam. The community here is really thriving. As you can see, you can get 10 players in the same game in like a 20-second queue time or less, which is great. And I like the confirmation mechanic in this game. Everybody has to hit the button and confirm before you move in the game, so you don't have, at least it minimizes the amount of like levers and those bad experiences. And so you might have to have a queue repop. There we go. There it is, and it auto queues you for the next game. And this reduces that kind of lever scenario and those kind of salty games where you don't get to practice as much or practice in the way that you want, which is something I really enjoy about it. Also, this game's got a really big like international presence, and I like how they rep all the different countries with the flags and what have you. And there's tournaments going on. There's actually a tournament going on right now in the game where you can go live spectate within the game and like use the replay feature to spectate that, which is really cool. That's something I would love to see in a game like Star Wars Force Arena. It's such a cool feature. I'm just checking to make sure I have all my emblem sets and my gear that I wanted. Cool, and we'll go ahead and lock this in. And like I've mentioned before, when you get a skin, which can be earned through gems primarily, which is the paid currency in this game, but you can also earn them through other currencies. So it's not necessarily pay to win, it's going to be pay to accelerate. So all of the heroes, to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, have an option to acquire a skin through a non-paid method, so you can get that extra increase in power. But if you wanted to just purchase them straight up because you're really enjoying a particular hero, you can do that. And as you can see, my avatar is like covered in freaking icons. There's like a subscription service in this game called Starlight that gives you like a wider range of free-to-play heroes and other benefits, which I paid for just to test it out. It seems pretty good for new players who are looking to test out various heroes as they move along. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pair up with somebody at some point. That's my objective. I always want to be sticking next to, hopefully, a damage character so that I can, or a DPS hero or a carry, depending on what terminology you want to use, so I can keep their HP high, I can keep them up and running, and I can allow them to succeed, essentially. And it looks like there's a huge stack in the top lane, so I'm just going to go straight up there to support my ally. Looks like there are 3 stacking in the top lane. And as you can see in the top left, in this game, in any MOBA for that matter, you're going to want to keep a very close eye on the minimap. And I kind of overextended a little bit there. I maybe could have gotten killed. I mean, I'm one of the tankiest heroes in the game, but I need to be very careful not to die early game, because one of the key elements of this hero is farming early, so as you can move into, and helping your allies most importantly, farm early, so that as you move into late game, you can provide as much support benefit as possible. Popping my heal spell, I don't know if that's going to keep my ally up and running or not. Trying to slow everyone. Healing, last minute heal there. Can we keep our ally alive? Yes! We kept them alive. That last little bit of motivational roar kept them up and running. That is beautiful. And that's me doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing in this game. And they're getting overly aggressive. And keep in mind, this is not a ranked game, guys. So I'm not going to sit here and like do some esports commentary and be like, oh my god, the plays for days. I should be on Evil Geniuses. I'm the best player ever. I'm just looking to show you some basic gameplay with this hero so you can see the basic concept. All right, you see the red stuff glowing off of me, shooting in all directions. That means, friends, that I'm in rage mode. And so probably the nuances of this hero involve timing your rage mode, timing your engages, timing your positioning, so that when you move in on the enemy team, when your DPS is behind you, you're doing maximum benefit possible. I'm going to back up here. I don't have rage mode, and had I had rage mode in that situation, I probably would have popped them all up. because my carry could have done some follow-up damage. Let's see if I get rage mode here. Here it is, rage mode, pop, 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 and let's see if my carry can polish everyone off. There's one polish, move in. It looks like they were stunned there, and I don't think they'll be able to finish off the panda, but at least I allowed my carry to stay alive and to set them up for a few kills, which is really good, and I'm more than happy to provide assists to a carry and allow them to get, as you know in MOBAs, your carries are going to dominate late game. And so my entire job is to control the enemy team, keep my carries alive, heal when necessary, slow everybody down, and enable the carries to move it, to basically capitalize on the fact that they do crap loads of damage. They're going to be glass cannons, and I am going to, oh no, that's a big pop up there, and I'm going to just blow my healing spell, and I'm going to wait for, I'm going to see if I need to use my rage or not. Looks like this panda is like trying to charge in here and do a lot of damage. Here comes the big pop up, multiple attacks, and look at that. Taking the enemy team out. They got overly aggressive. I waited until I had my rage mode there so that I could wreck the enemy team with it, with all those huge pop-ups, and that worked out extremely well. I'm glad I was able to kind of show you how that works in this game. And you don't want to target enemy heroes for new players when they're under the tower, of course, because that is going to trigger the tower targeting you, and the towers do, it's either true damage or like a percentage damage or a combination of both. So whether you're the tankiest tank that ever tanked, which is a character like this one or Tigreal or what have you, or you're a, let's see if I can pick up the kill here. Got the kill, and this panda is getting super aggressive. Let's chase him down. But whether you're the tankiest tank that ever tanked or not, those towers can do crap loads of damage to you, which is great. For at least giving you a fallback position as a DPS or any hero. I'm definitely going to use my regen, which gets interrupted if I take damage. So I'm going to use my regen as well as my healing ability. There we go. There's that cooldown reduction. And to get myself up to full HP. And one thing that a lot of like tanking players will make the mistake of is such gross deeps on my team. So very nice. But what you make the mistake of is thinking, I'm a tanking character. I'm happy to just sit around, 50% HP. It's okay because I have such a large pool of HP. Everything's going to be fine. And I don't like that. You're not anywhere near as useful to your allies if you're low HP, straight up. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to save my ally here. This panda is very disruptive. And here we go. We're going to do the pop. And there it is. Picking up the kill. Keeping my ally up and running. I'm going to use my healing ability on them. Notice how I'm just able to sustain my ally and keep them alive. Given the enemy here is like way overextending and stuff. So they're giving me a lot of big opportunities to kind of show off how this hero can shine. Slowing everybody down. There it is. Oh, I was hoping the slow would save my ally, and it did not. I think they got a little over-aggressive with their positioning there and kind of got themselves killed, if you will, but that's fine. You can't save everybody all the time, and that's one thing to keep in mind. Like, don't get frustrated if your allies decide that they want to get a little bit too aggressive. That's fine. That's on them. I've got rage right now, so if that enemy hero decides to re-engage with me, I might be able to. There it is. Big pop-ups, and unfortunately I don't have any follow-up damage from anyone, so I'm just going to need to back up. But as you can see, you can handle your own 3 versus 1. And I already used my ultimate, which really grinded down their HP. Panda thinks that I'm alone, and hopefully my ally will be able to come in here and give some supplementary damage, but unfortunately, they came a little bit too late. I had to move in and start to capitalize on that opportunity. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to kind of grill their damage down a bit more. And that's something that, yes, you can try to always wait for your allies to engage, but that's not necessarily going to work out. And sometimes you just need to reduce the enemy HP, push them back, and put you in a good position to where you and your ally can farm instead of just trying to get kills. Hopefully the majority of the resources that you're going to get in this game will be from minions. More likely than not, it will be from minions, so you need to focus on that farming element and staying alive, of course, as a priority. Okay, Panda getting super aggressive here. They're going to try to, I think, knock back my ally into a tower. I'm trying to charge up my rage in case the enemies decide to move in on us. and I don't have rage. There's the rage, popping them all up, and unfortunately I was unable to get a kill, and I was unable to save my ally, who was pulled under that tower. So I'm doing my best to keep them alive, but it's not necessarily working out. And I think that they're getting a little overly aggressive, looking at that kill count at the top of the screen. When you see something like 13-4, you're like, we're doing great, I can take some big risks, everything's going to be fine. But everything can slide away in the matter of minutes. So we're attacking the Lord, which is kind of basically the Baron. I'm going to use my healing spell, keep everybody up and running. Enemy team is probably going to be looking to disrupt here, so they're going to be looking to do a big steal. So let's see if I can use my pop-up to secure the Lord. Got it. I secured the Lord with my pop-up there, which is amazing. I've never done that before. And that worked out beautifully. Waiting once again for my rage to pop in order to, and I'm going to use my regen as we pursue here. Waiting for my rage to pop because your ultimate and really all of your abilities are so much better. I'm going to tell everybody to back up here. We're wasting time. They're so much better when you have rage. Like, you're just exponentially better. And I'm going to keep top off my allies with that healing. Yes, we've got a Lord to push up our lanes. And as you can see, we've made significant progress. We've gotten Baron, or Lord, essentially, really, really early in the game. And the maps are smaller, the games are faster, so that this game is a bit more mobile-friendly, essentially. Which I'm a big fan of. I think League of Legends games often last too long. There we go, I'm in rage mode. Let's see if I can move in. Popping everybody up. And it's so fun, dude. You see how you can just wreck people when you have the right damage backing you up in these games, and it's so very fun. So here we go. Moving in on this turret. By the way, I'm not cherry-picking a gameplay here where I'm wrecking people. I'm literally just firing up this recording, showing this to you, and I've just found that for new players, this hero works out extremely well because you can make mistakes, right? Like, you don't know exactly what your positioning should be in this game. You're still learning the abilities of the various heroes and stuff, and you want a hero that's going to stay alive for as long as possible. Oh, so gross. A hero that's going to stay alive for as long as possible, and this is definitely one of the most tanky ones in the game. Just got my Bulwark, which is a killer item. I've talked about it earlier in the video, and the Bulwark gives your allies that plus attack damage as well as defense, and there it is, there's the W. Given this is not a high-ranked game, guys. This is not a big-ranked game. This was not the best players in the world. This was not esports. But just wanted to show you some good gameplay here with the Minotaur, show you the abilities, the kind of synergies that you can have with your allies, and just show you that's freaking fun to play a tank that can support people and to play a character that's not necessarily killing everyone necessarily. You're supporting everyone. I had 17 assists that game, which is awesome, and I want that assist number to be as high as possible so that my allies are getting those kills. That's, for me, that's one of my key statistics that I want to keep in mind when I'm playing a character like this. So that's it. So you can save replays, you can play them back later, and as you win, even in kind of more or non-ranked games, it'll contribute to your experience and for you being able to open up what is like play packs. Oh, gross. Disconnect. What is like play packs in Force Arena, the earned packs essentially. And here we go. Let's get back in the game. I'm going to open that metal chest for you guys in the video so you can see the kinds of things that pop out of metal chests. The benefits from those are, of course, better than free chests, which pop periodically. And, oh, it looks like it opened the metal chest and I got the rewards, but then it, but then I didn't get to see it. Interesting, the cooldown just popped there. Oh, well, just like any other mobile game, this game has its eccentricities, just like Force Arena. There's a national arena contest going right now, and you can watch these live streams, which is amazing. I wish other games like Force Arena had that kind of feature. So fun. I can just click the freaking button, I can go in the game, I can just watch the live stream of these amazing players, and it's Holland versus Czech Republic, and what the live stream will be starting here soon. You can watch live, you can comment on the stuff. It's got this really cool community feel. Anyway, it might sound like I'm hyping up this game too much, but I think it's got so many good features, and I feel like this game is like really pushing mobile forward a bit, and because of these cool features like this, there's a big community gathered around this. It's gaining momentum, and they're doing a lot of things right. despite the fact that, you know, there's a legitimate criticism that it's so similar to a League of Legends. I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But I'm going to throw up a link above my head to TGN Mobile. I'm releasing exclusive content there. Force Arena, where you have Clash Royale, we've got Mobile Legends, we've got Yu-Gi-Oh!, we've got Pokemon Go. So if you like mobile gaming, click that. Also, I'll have a link below. Subscribe to that channel if you want to check out more of my stuff. Got a couple more videos over here too if you want to watch those. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Adios, amigos.